Jordan's not in the game, how does that change kind of the communication and piece for you and just the backers overall in the defense?
Well, he's a huge part of our communication on defense, but I feel like the communication doesn't, go like down or anything. There still has to be a certain level of communication, which is the standard on the defense, and we have to keep that no matter who's in the game.
I haven't talked to you since the USC game, I guess. How have you been, first of all, and how was that process of getting back as quickly as you did?
I'm well. I'm better than I was a couple weeks ago. The process has been it hasn't been rough. It's been pretty good. With all the well wishes and stuff from everyone, which is greatly appreciated. Coming back as fast as I did, it was kind of like I wanted to be out there with the guys, and I couldn't really let anything stop me from doing that. So I had to do all I could to get back out there with them.
When you were kind of when it happened, on the field, how serious was it to you at that point?
At the time, I really didn't know what was going on. I was pretty nervous when I was on the ground. But as I got on the stretcher and the cart and all that stuff, the nerves kind of went away. I kind of noticed that it wasn't something that was like as serious as people may have thought. So, which was a good thing. As I got in the ambulance, the people that were with me in the ambulance, they were just, giving me words of encouragement and stuff like that. So I wasn't really nervous at that point.
From a medical standpoint, when you have a training staff because it looked like just in the moment, it looked like they were really erring on the ultimate side of caution. I guess, how do you kind of thank them after that?
I thank them a lot because something like that, you have to take the caution and stuff like that. They didn't know how serious it was. They took their training, they trusted their training, and they did all they could to make sure I was okay. And I appreciate them as well.
Was it a knee that you took? Do you remember? I mean, it just looked like a little kind of goofy, like jumbled up.
I'm not 100% sure what it was, but whatever it was, it got me pretty good.
And then, making it back to for the flight home, what was that like? As when we talked to Jonathan after the game, he said, he didn't know if he'd be on the plane, and then obviously after the fact, he said you were the last one on. And
it put a smile on my face just knowing that, everyone on the plane was happy to see me on the plane. And I was also happy to be on the plane with them because I didn't want to stay another night in LA. So I was happy to get back on the plane with the guys and everyone going back home.
How big, I guess, was maybe the sense of relief when you learned you were able to get back as quickly as you did? Because generally, that type of injury, you're kind of thinking maybe this could be the season.
The relief was actually pretty good because it's my last year in this college thing, so I want to be able to finish out the season and not miss any games. So once I got the sign that I was okay to keep going, I was really happy.
did you feel like, you're obviously they were looking at you for a while on the turf, about the players from both teams getting down and kind of, obviously praying or whatever. Were you cognizant of that support, or were you, just obviously focused on what was in your face?
I didn't see it until after I got on the plane and stuff. I didn't see it until then. It's amazing to see that everyone was able to do that no matter what team you was on. It just showed that everyone really cared about that situation.
I mean, what do you think you guys did last week defensively that was better than the last couple of weeks, and you can maybe take forward? Well, I guess simple. What would you like about the defensive performance last week?
I think we. It's Jordan. I really liked how we played with a lot of energy. I feel like guys were playing on 10. We had 11 hats to the ball almost every play, and that was honestly amazing to see. And that's the steps we need to take moving forward in this last 4 games is more energy.
It seemed like the defense was more assigned and sound in that game than previous games. Would you agree with that? And why do you think that was the case?
I think it was more of just guys doing their job more. We emphasized doing your job better in previous weeks, and I feel like guys, did their job better plus more, and that created more energy on the defense. Guys celebrating with each other when they made plays, and that kind of was contagious throughout the whole game. And I feel like we played with a lot of energy.
When Jordan was out, who had the communication?
I did. Yeah.
And I assume you practiced that a lot during
Yeah.
preseason. Is that the first time this year you had that?
No, it wasn't the first. I can't remember.
You had it at
I
USC?
had it in the USC game. I had it in Youngstown State, I believe. So I had a couple games. So, I mean, we was in practice, so it's not really anything, anything new.
That went pretty smooth.
Yeah, it went pretty smooth.
For guys like you mentioned you're in your last years. Even when things are going bad, if you're in your last year and that clock's kind of ticking, is there kind of just always an internal motivation and drive where it's like, if things aren't going well, like you still kind of want to push it over the finish line, I guess. What I'm saying is, like, I think on the outside people are like, oh, they've lost a bunch of games, where's their heads at? But I think a guy in his last year would be like, I only got so much time left, I'm going to go hard regardless. Is that kind of the mindset for guys in their last year, you feel like?
Not only for guys in the last year, I feel like for guys who really care about the game, it doesn't matter really the outcome. It's just the fact that you get to go out and play football every day. You know, that's what, growing up playing football, that's what you dream of doing, playing big time college football, and you get to do that every week. So for me, just being able to do that is amazing. Like I dreamed of that as a kid. So not only it being my last year, but I love football. So
As a veteran, you have to pull younger guys along through that, and when you're in the adversity like this.
yes, young guys they haven't really faced adversity on the college level. Some veteran guys may have faced some adversity in their career. And some young guys may need guidance, and I feel like our veteran guys on our team have, a level of leadership and being able to guide them and show them the right way, show them the ropes when adversity hits.
Have you noticed Ice Long coming along as the season goes along? How would you characterize his development? What do you think about him?
I think Ice is a great player. Coming along this season, I think he's, excelled at, what he's able to do on the field, no matter if it's rushing the pass or being in the box linebacker. I think he's a really good player.
What do you think about his future?
I think he has a great future here at Michigan State.
Has he been an inside linebacker going back to camp, or that's something that happened earlier once the season began?
No, he's been inside linebacker. Like he's been coming up the edge and inside backer.
What was it like having Rossi up close and personal with you guys in that game? Do you feel like it provided an effect of any kind?
Yeah, I enjoyed Coach Rossi on the sideline with us. He brought another level of energy that we needed as well. He also said we brought the energy for him as well. He really enjoyed being on the sideline with us. It's great seeing your defensive coordinator on the sideline with you, just on the field. Instead of in the box, you can't really talk to him or anything.
Is as animated and demonstrative and everything as he was? Is that how he always is, or was that like a different level even for him? You think?
That's how he always is. That's how he always is. He's very energetic.
So you guys, as a defense, you feel like people like having that?
Yeah.
Just juice
For sure.
being there? And
For sure. Yeah.
Last one? Yeah, there's like, what challenge, I thought Darius Taylor, says his running back averages like 110 scoring yards per game. I think he's questionable for this game, but if he's able to go, what type of challenges is he going to present?
I think Minnesota is a great team. No matter who we face, week in and week out, we just have to do what we do and control what we can control, with the game.
I'm curious, Ben, Wayne, what has Ben Roberts meant to you guys' defense? And Coach Smith said he's maybe doubtful for this week. What has he meant, and how do you guys overcome that if he's not able to play?
He's a huge piece to our defense. No matter what happens, I know that he's going to be there no matter what. Cheering the guys on. Being a vocal guy, just making sure everyone is doing what they're doing. But no matter what happens, I know he's going to be there regardless.
Thank you.
Thanks, Wayne.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.